Hey guys. So glad that you are joining me again for another I Need a Miracle series that I'm doing through my sermon notes. And I'm also using some principles from the Print and Pray shop at Illustrated Faith. I'll link it down below. And then I get a lot of questions about what app I use for recording my notes on my iPad. And this is GoodNotes, and it's just a notebook that I created in the GoodNotes app. And then I just keep all of my sermon notes in that one notebook, and then I can just swipe and a new page comes onto the screen, and then I can change the colors and the pen type and all that good stuff. I love GoodNotes. I use it at school as well. So definitely an app to look into if you have the iPad with the Apple Pencil. And I am, again, working through this miracle series that we have going on in church, and it's called I Need a Miracle. I'm going to link the sermon down below so you guys can listen to it. As always, like I say, my pastor does a much better job of preaching it than I do, but I do want to just kind of give you the gist of what this sermon was about. So if it's something that piques your interest, then it is something that you can go and listen to. So like I said, we are working through all of the different miracles that appear in the Gospel of John. And we worked in chapter 6 this weekend, and I definitely, the majority of the message was on the page on the right of my Bible, but I really wanted to work on the left because this little squirrel that I use is facing this way, and it's also just the start of the story, and so I still indicated that it does carry over on to the right side of the page, but I really wanted to work on the left side with where the story starts. And it's the miracle of Jesus feeding 5,000. And basically he turns these loaves of bread and these few fishes into enough to fill and feed thousands. And the main part of this sermon was that really he can take anything that you release to him and he will increase it. And that just really spoke to me. And so I thought about making that my title. And then I looked more into my notes, and I also saw that my pastor had said that when you are at the end of yourself, then you are at the start of your miracle. And I was like, okay, that's going to be my title. So you can see I'm using an assortment of alphabet stickers to get my title onto the page. And then you'll see as I get my journaling down, I will say that I do kind of make that what you release, he can increase. I do make that kind of stand out as I get my journaling down on the page. The alphabet stickers that are in the tile form, as well as the cute little squirrel down at the bottom, is printed on the clear sticker paper. You guys know how much I love that stuff. So I have that. And this miracle that is being recorded in chapter 6 is the only miracle that occurs in all 4 Gospels, which I thought that was really kind of crazy that it's out of all of these, this is the only one that appears in all 4. Obviously, some details are incorporated a little bit differently. For instance, in this one, in John chapter 6, it is the only one that talks about Jesus knowing the answer. He already knows what he's asking. He already knows the answer to the question. And I thought that was really kind of something that really stood out to me. And Philip says that I'm not enough. And that is a mirror of what we should be saying as well. He didn't need all of the things that the boy had. He didn't need those little loaves and the couple of fish. But really, he wanted to make the boy part of the miracle. He wanted to get him in on the miracle, and he wants that same thing for us. So anything that we can release to him we are going to be able to see it increase, and we're going to be able to be a part of that miracle. And if that's something that it kind of strikes you and you want to hear more about, I'm going to link the sermon down below. It was a really, really powerful message. I highly encourage you to listen to it. If you haven't listened to any of the ones in the past, that's okay. They do not necessarily need to go together. So if you only have time for like a 25-minute sermon, this is definitely a great one to listen to. And then hopefully you can get some notes down in your journal or in your Bibling journal. Or Bible. And so you can have that to kind of reference. You can see this is where I'm getting the release it and he will increase it. I'm just using the word increase in these teal alphabet stickers from Dayspring to get it to kind of stick out in the middle of my journaling. Something that I really like to do is when I run out of a letter, especially in a sticker book like this, you can cut around the outside of the letter. And like you'll see that I do with the E and with the R. And then you can still create the letter, and it's just kind of the outline of it, which still gives a really cool effect. And I like to mix the two alphabets together, and you'll see how that looks. Again, I'm going to link the sermon down below, but basically I just wrote for my journaling, when you are at the end of yourself, you are at the start of your miracle. God is going to put you in a situation where you need more so you can lean on him. That's why we have the struggles. And it says, Philip says, I am not enough, and so should we. God will take what you release and he can increase it. Surrender to God. Jesus didn't need the boy's stuff, but he wanted him in on the miracle. He wanted him to be a part of it. So when they look back, they can say that they were part of it. They didn't just witness it, but they were a piece of it. And that's so, so, so powerful. And he wants that same exact thing for us. And to finish off the page today, I'm going to go back to the principles and I am going to cut out some of the acorns with the leaves just to put it on the top of my page, just to kind of bring everything together. I hope that you enjoyed this process today and listening to me kind of stumble over my words, but it's really, really intimidating to try and kind of summarize what my pastor has kind of said so wonderfully. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and it was really fun to create for you guys. I'm going to continue working through this series with you so you can peek over my shoulder. Make sure to be following me on Instagram at Ro Writes, and definitely make sure that you've subscribed and hit the little bell so you can see more videos like this and be one of the first to catch it. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.